Life is going to knock you down. Now you're looking at E.T. E.T.'s traveling the world. E.T., I've been following you for 4 or 5 years. I've seen the progression. E.T., I've noticed that you are at a different place than you were 2 or 3 years ago. But guess what? E.T., just like you, I get punched in the face. Now, you don't always know about it. I don't always talk about it because I don't want to discourage you. But I've had multiple aunts. At least 2 or 3 aunts die of cancer in the last 4 or 5 years. We all get knocked out. Life hasn't been a crystal stair for Eric Thomas. I've had my haters. I've had people who've come against me, who try to sabotage me. Just a couple weeks ago, we walked into the doctor's office and I knew something was wrong. My wife has been fatigued for months. I knew something was wrong. It took the doctor 40 minutes to come in. I'm like, come on, 40 minutes? It normally takes you 40 or 45 minutes to come in when you don't have pleasant news. And so you're trying to take your time to come in because you're trying to find a way, you're trying to find a way to say what you need to say. And the doctor looks at my wife and she says to my wife, we found 4 lesions on your brain. Now, just because I'm not on TGIM talking about it, it doesn't mean Eric Thomas does not get, that life does not hit Eric Thomas. And so when the doctor looks at my wife and says you have 4 lesions on your brain, I can see the life sucked out of her. And she turns and looks at me. Why? Because I'm E.T. the hip hop preacher. I didn't take a class for this. I didn't get 3 credits for this. I wasn't prepared before this happened. We never went through a session. My wife stops and she looks at me. The doctor didn't tell me I had 4 lesions on my brain. She's talking to you. Why would you look at me? Because my wife is saying if anybody knows how to get back up when they get knocked down, it's you. So my wife looks to me to see what we gonna do. And I looked at her and smiled. And I said, we'll get through this one like we've gotten through every other storm. We're resilient. And I can't tell you exactly what we're gonna do today, but I'm gonna tell you this, we're gonna get through this. And a year from now, we'll laugh at this. 2 years from now, we'll talk about this like it was a distant memory. Listen to me very closely. You can write everything down if you want to. Be brave enough to write every one of your goals down. But I'm gonna tell you something. Life's gonna hit you in your mouth and you gotta do me a huge favor. Your why has to be greater than that knockdown. And I love it. Buster Douglas got knocked out. Nobody ever got knocked out by Mike Tyson and ever got back up. It was almost a 10 count. He was stumbling. They were 4, 3, 2, 1, and ding, 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 saved by the bell. And he goes to his corner. The whole world is like, yep, that's it. Once he comes back out, that's it. Mike's gonna just hammer him. And exactly that. Mike Tyson came out like, I got him. I got this kid up against the rope. Listen to me, many of you right now, life's got you up against the rope, and you gotta do me a favor. Like, you can't give up, you can't give in. Life, listen to me, if it was easy, everybody would do it. And if life's got you backed up, I need you to do what Buster Douglas did. Buster Douglas started fighting back. He said, I know you knocked out 30 other people before me, but I won't be the 31st. You gotta tell life, I don't know who you've been dealing with, but you ain't dealt with me. You gotta tell bankruptcy. You gotta tell divorce. You gotta tell sickness. I don't know who you've been dealing with, but you come up against the wrong one this time. And they went to another round, and to another round. And finally they got to that round where Buster Douglas knocked Mike Tyson out. Goliath has been knocked down. What happened? And they went to Buster Douglas and they asked Buster Douglas simply like, what happened? And Buster Douglas said, listen to me. I'm just gonna be honest with you guys. Here was the challenge. The challenge was, it's real simple. Before my mother died, she told the whole world that I was gonna beat Mike Tyson. And 2 days before the fight, my mother died. Buster Douglas had a decision to make. When his mother died, he could die with his mother, or he made a decision, I can wake up and I can live for mom. And he knocked Mike Tyson out simply because his why was greater than that punch. Let me tell you something, I was grinding already. And then when I saw that Tony Robbins was only 3 speakers ahead of me, woo! You thought I was grinding at first. When I saw my man in the distance, I said I was a high school dropout. I was homeless. How I catch Tony? Tony, you better run, and you better run fast, because your boy E.T., I'm coming to get it. I'm coming to get it. I'm coming to get it.